Welcome to this video from the University of Reading Library on how to reference a chapter from an edited book. There are four components every reference in your reference list or bibliography needs, whatever it is you're referencing. They are the author, the year of publication, the title, and the publication details, which will vary depending on the type of publication you're referencing. The first step in referencing a book chapter is to find all of the details needed to reference it fully. The best way to get this information is from the book itself, be it a printed book or an e-book. You'll need to look at the chapter details from the book and note the chapter title, chapter authors, and the page numbers of the chapter. Next, you'll need to look at the title page of the book, which usually gives you the editor's name, the title, the edition, if it's greater than the first edition, and often the place of publication and publisher's name. Sometimes not all of this publication information is displayed on the title page, but you'll find it on the back of the title page. This is also where you'll normally find the date of publication. Once you have all the required information to provide a full reference, you need to put that information in the correct order according to the referencing style your department uses. Many departments at the university use the Cite Them Right Harvard referencing style, and the following example uses this style. In the reference list, this style requires the author or authors of the chapter to be named first, followed by the year in brackets. Next comes the title of the chapter, which is within single quotation marks. This is followed by the word in and the book editor's name, with ed. following for one editor or eds for more than one editor. The next part is the book title, which is in italics, then the edition, if it's the second edition or higher, followed by the publisher's name, and finally the page numbers. So in our example, we have the chapter authors' surnames, Benvenura and Cambisi, followed by their initials. The date of publication is next, 2022 in brackets, and the title of the chapter, Future Grain Crops, in single quotation marks. This is followed by the word in and the editor's name, R. Batt. Note that following an update to the Cite Them Right Harvard style, in contrast to the chapter authors' names, the order for the editor's name is initial followed by surname. We then have ed. in brackets, followed by the title of the book, Future Foods, Global Trends, Opportunities and Sustainability Challenges, which is in italics. This is the first or only edition, so that doesn't need to be recorded. You next provide the publisher's name, which is Academic Press, and you finish with the page numbers of the chapter, in this case pages 81 to 105. Some referencing styles also require the place of publication to be recorded before the publisher's name, but the Cite Them Right version of Harvard no longer requires this. For your in-text citation, after referring to this chapter in your text, you need the chapter authors' surnames, Benvenura and Cambisi, and the year of publication, 2022, within brackets. You should also add a page number after the date if you are quoting directly or using ideas from a specific page or pages of a work. Insert the abbreviation P. for one page or PP. for more than one page before the page numbers, as shown. Some key tips to remember when referencing a chapter from an edited book. You only need to include the edition if it's greater than the first edition. Where an e-book looks like a printed book, usually in PDF format, with publication information and page numbers, cite it in the same way as a printed book, with no need to provide a web address. Include the page extent of the whole chapter when writing your full reference in the reference list, whereas you only need to put the page or pages you've referred to in the in-text citation. Consult departmental handbooks and check your references carefully for completeness, style and punctuation in order to get top marks. Remember, consistency is key. For more information on how to reference a chapter from an edited book, please see our Citing References guide by scanning the QR code on screen. For further help with referencing, contact the Academic Liaison Librarian for your subject. Contact them via email or book an appointment with them. scan the QR code on screen to find their contact details.